Hi. Okay, so here's another actually favorite quote from the play As You Like It by Shakespeare. This one is one of the most fascinating quotes. It kind of summarizes the life of a human being, how we grow, and then how we live, what we do, and at the end that we die. But it's a fascinating quote, and I'll just read for this time. I'll just read the first 4 lines, actually maybe 5 lines. And here's the quote: "All the world's stage, and all the men and women need merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. His acts being 7 ages. At first the infant." What Shakespeare here describes is that all the world is stage. You know, we are all on this world where we appear. Some are like actors. We do our part and we disappear. Sometimes the parts that we play are true to ourselves. Sometimes the parts that we play are not so true to ourselves. But it says all the men and women are merely players. We're just merely human beings that have, as he says, they have their exits and their entrances. So we enter on a stage when we are born. We come out in the world. We live our life, and then we exit, or we retrieve to our own world, the world that in our mind or exists. And it says, and one man in his time plays many parts. That means we who, once we come on this stage, we have to be adjustable, and we have to play the child, the student, the attorney, the lawyer, the father, the mother, the husband, wife. We play all these different parts, and all these different parts that comprise, whether it's a family life or a solitary life, and as also Shakespeare says, his acts being 7 ages. Shakespeare divides this as the 7 stages of life that we have. Something like similar to what the psychologist Piaget, when he defines what we do as infants, how we are trained, the conditioning that we need to do. So what Shakespeare is even talking about, we are conditioned to play many different parts in our lives. And first, for example, he describes the first stage as, at first the infant, mewing and puking in a nurse's arms. And which is true. When we are a baby, we can't walk, we have somebody else that's taking care of us. And then mewing and puking, and then the whining schoolboy with his satchel, and the shining morning face, creeping like snail unwillingly to school. Talking about how many kids, complain about school. They don't want to get up in the morning and go to school, and they drag their feet like they're a snail. I mean, this is what's amazing about this quote, is that Shakespeare describes each and every stage. And I will examine this further, but I just wanted to talk about the first few stages or ages that Shakespeare thinks is defined us. And it is very interesting. It's like you can use as a foundation for psychological study what each and every group belongs to, and how that changes, or what commonality and what similarities or differences between, let's say, elementary level kid, or between middle school and high school and college and working life, and the working life to middle life crisis, to midlife crisis, to retirement, to being a senior, to all that stuff that Shakespeare talks about it. So I will examine more stages, but for right now, all the world is stage, and he's right. It's like we appear, we play our part, and hopefully to play well, and to bring a meaning and goodness in our life and the life of the others. I think might be the essence of some lives. Some people bring only the meaning and goodness to themselves, and they don't care about the others. But as long as they don't hurt others, then it's fine. That will go too. All right, I'll be talking more about it.